Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Brandon Tatum.
What's going on, SAS? All right, see, y'all already standing up, so y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill. So we got to get this place hype up in here. So I want y'all to repeat after me, all right? When I say in the end, you repeat it, and I say we win, you repeat it. Y'all know the drill. In the end, we win. I know y'all got more spirit than that. In the end, we win. Oh, let's do it one more time. One more time. I want you to point at your own self and say, in the end, we win. All right, y'all can sit down if you got to sit down. But I want to start off with this one thing. In the spirit of political correctness, I need to say this. I need to address this. All right? I want to first off say that I apologize to absolutely nobody. I don't apologize for being a conservative. I don't apologize for being a Christian. I don't apologize for being pro-life. I don't apologize. And I want every single person in here to realize that you don't owe these jokers an apology for nothing. They have an opinion, you can have your opinion. They believe in being a liberal, you can be a doggone conservative. They believe in whatever they want to believe, you can be a Christian. Nobody can tell you how to believe. Believe in yourself. Y'all feel me? I think some of y'all need an energy drink or something. Now look, it's about to get hot in here, so I want y'all to buckle your seatbelts, because I'm finna talk about some stuff that's gonna make some people sad, make some people mad. Now y'all in here, y'all gonna feel good about it, but these other people gonna be in their feelings. First and foremost, white privilege is a myth. It's a lie. They lying. There's no such thing as white privilege on a large scale that can affect anybody in here. You know how I know? Because all I have to do is say, raise your hand if you white and you have never worked in your life and you've accomplished a lot. Raise your hand if you're white and you never worked in your life but you accomplished a lot. All right, that's what I thought. White privilege is a lie. If you're going to be something in life, you got to work for it. If you don't work, you don't eat. It's that simple. You show me a white person that was born that somehow had a white privilege card at their birth that they can use on an exam, that they can use to get a job, and then I'll believe you. Other than that, it's bull crap. Let's talk about police brutality. Bull crap. Are there police officers that make mistakes? Are there police officers that are idiots? Yes, but the large majority of law enforcement officers in this country are fighting for your safety with their lives. It's not even close. Backed up blue, backed up blue. Yeah, I like that. See, I'm in the right room at the right time. Police officers are the backbone of our society. They are. And for these phony liberals to get out and say they want to defund the police, they're a joke. They're not rooted in reality. They're rooted in myths. I would say that, but I don't want to cuss because I'm a Christian. So, racism, bull crap, bull crap. This is a perfect example in this room of how racism in America, the way that they present it, is bull crap. People in this country, most of us who have a common sense brain, we love each other. We support each other. And we don't care about the color of your skin. We care about the content of your character. If you are not a person who works hard, believes in the Constitution, believes in the rule of law, then you have separated yourself, not the color of your skin. not where you were raised, not where you came from. All of those things are lies. And the left perpetuate lies to divide us. They perpetuate lies to divide us. But we have to be the ones who stand strong and unite. And I want you to understand this. Not everybody's going to want to unite with you. They're not. These people who are brain dead, which I call them on the left, they don't want to unite. They want to destroy. But most of the people in this room, we believe in unity. We believe in togetherness. We believe in the things that have built this country to be so great. And you should give yourselves a round of applause because of that. And I got 10 minutes, so I'm going to make it short and I'm going to open up for Q&A. But I want to say this one thing. Do not be a victim in America. Don't be a victim. Everything that you get is dependent on how hard you work. If you're willing to work for it, you can achieve it. I don't care who you are. I don't care who your parents were. I don't care who was high on drugs, who didn't have a daddy. I don't care. If you want to be great, then you bust your tail and you become successful. And I want you to understand this. Nothing in life is free. Nothing. I remember when I got a scholarship to play football, that scholarship wasn't free. I had to work hard. I had to be dedicated. I had to put my body on the line to play football in order to achieve. If you have an academic scholarship, that's not free. You have to study. You have to dedicate yourself. You have to separate yourself from people who do not want to be successful. That costs you something. To be here isn't free. To be a conservative isn't free. Freedom isn't free. People died so that you can have an opportunity to fight to continue to be free. And that's what I want you guys to retain in your heart and your spirit, is to understand that you got to grind, that you got to work. They're not going to hand it to you. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to agree with you all the time. You're going to lose some friends. You're going to lose some family members. But at the end of the day, you better be doing what's right, and you can justify leaving these people behind. You can leave them behind. And I want to do Q&A, so I'm going to finish it with this statement. The reason I had you guys stand up and say, in the end we win, is because I believe it with my whole heart. Is that no matter what you do, if you're doing the right thing and you're doing what's right by God, in my opinion, then you will win. You will win in the end. Real quick, let me give you an example. Most of the times when I do this speech, I talk about Wolverine, right? A made-up character. And everybody understands Wolverine, he ended up winning in the end. But I don't want to talk about Wolverine because he made up, he fake. I'm going to talk about somebody who's real, and that's Jesus. And if you give me a couple seconds, I'm going to explain to you why I believe in my whole heart that in the end you will win. I know you guys it don't matter what religion you're in, I know you've read or heard about Jesus. And when you think about the story of Jesus, going to the cross, he did nothing wrong. They beat him, they humiliated him, they put him on the cross, put nails in his hands, and he died. Now, I remember this as sure as I'm sitting here when he looked up and said, Father, why have thou forsaken me? He really thought that God had turned his back on him. That was a situation where he felt that he was losing. For the first time in Jesus' life, he had questioned whether or not he was going to fulfill or win in the end. Now, for those of you who read the story, you know how the story ends. 3 days, and he rose. 3 days, and he rose. And you say, Brandon, why do you use this story? It's because it was written from the very beginning that the suffering that he went through, he was going to win in the end. And some of you guys have a situation in your life where you're on your way to the cross, where people are beating you down, People are humiliating you, and you didn't do nothing but be a conservative. You didn't do nothing but vote for the best president that you had an opportunity to vote for. All you did was keep it real. And they want to nail you to the cross. But I'm here to tell you that you're going to win. You're going to win. If you don't give up, if you don't give in, you're going to win this thing. All right? Now, y'all know me. If y'all see me on social media, I could talk for another hour or two, but I only got 5 minutes. So I'm going to open it up for Q&A.
All right, so in America, right, how we win is through discussion and debate. So often we're faced with closed-minded individuals on the other side. What happens, or what statistics, what stories, what do you say to the open-minded ones that are left-leaning but want to learn more? How do we convince them of all the things you said, that white privilege is a lie, that racism no longer exists in America to the degree that they project it as? What can we do to swing those open-minded ones to our side to win this evident fight in American history?
Great question. You got to do it with love, right? There's a time to fight. There's a time to beat people over the head. Some people need to get beat over the head a little bit with truth, with facts. But then if it's somebody that you understand, that you know you have a relationship with, you've built a relationship with, approach them with love. This is the way I answer people, and this is the way I win probably every time I talk to somebody, is that you can use some of the tactics that Jesus did and be rhetorical. Have them answer their own questions. You say, well, police brutality is so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, you tell them, well, where are the statistics that prove that? How many police officers have done X, Y, Z this year? You make them answer it. White privilege is such a big thing. Well, you tell them, you say, look, show me that every white person have a privilege over a black person, and then I'll believe you. But other than that, I won't believe you. So have them answer their own questions, but do it in love, with compassion, build relationships with people, and they'll listen to you.
I'm sure that being a former black police officer in a year like this year with the whole George Floyd situation is very tough to do, especially since you're a conservative Christian. What keeps you going against all the hatred from the left?
I don't care what people think about me. It's that simple. Unless they're paying my bills and they're taking care of my wife, then I don't care what they think about me. And I know that I'm standing on truth. And I'm standing on facts. So what they believe is irrelevant. I stand on what I know to be true. I talk about George Floyd when nobody else would. Candace Owens did the same, and people hated her over it. But you know what? We don't care, because we're rooted in facts. We're not rooted in your feelings.
Hi, I'm Grace Anadam. I'm originally from New Jersey and just moved to the great state of Florida. First off, I want to say that, you are amazing. And second, how do we stand up to far leftists when our fellow Christian conservatives are telling us to mask up, shut up, and go home?
What Christians? Because if you're telling people to mask up, shut up, and go home, you're not a Christian. You're not a Christian. Don't make me start preaching up here. I'm going to turn into a preacher. I don't remember a time where Jesus cowered in a corner and tucked his tail between his legs and ran somewhere and hid. That don't exist. He called them out for where they were. He called them hypocrites, untoward generation, told them if their righteousness doesn't exceed that of the scribes or the Pharisees, that they would not inherit the kingdom of God. He was straight up. He was honest. People got their feelings hurt. But at the end of the day, what do? He's the most popular person in the world. So understand, don't listen to people who claim that they're Christians and they won't stand for something. That's not even in the Christian faith.
This is going to be the last question.
Okay.
All right. My name is David. I'm also from Florida. So my question, so to start with, as we all well know, Donald Trump won the highest percentage of minority votes ever for Republicans since 1960. So my question is two things. Do you think that we, as our movement, do you think we could ever take a real majority of the minority vote? And if so, how do we do this?
Great question. I think we can. It's going to take some time. It didn't take, it wasn't overnight that the minority vote went completely to the left. And so it's not going to be overnight that it changes. I think that all of us are responsible for pushing the needle in the right direction and waking people up. I mean, you don't have to be black in order to reach people who are black. You don't have to do that. On our side, we don't care who you are. Just tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a racist, and then you feel like you got to be a certain color to talk to people. But no, we have all been responsible for telling the truth, standing on our principles, and that has caused more people to wake up. And that's what we have to continue to do. And hopefully, people will begin to change their mindset. Unfortunately, there's a lot of brainwashing that's going on. There's a lot of hills to climb when it comes to minorities voting. I mean, I would have thought that it was clear as the noonday sun. I would have thought that Stevie Wonder could see that the left is absolutely crazy and they care nothing about minorities. I thought that it would have been very clear during this election cycle, but obviously it wasn't. But we just got to keep chipping away at it. Everyone in here, every single one of you guys. I just want us to understand that you don't have to be a certain color. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. I'm not the smartest person in the room, trust me. If you saw my SAT score, you saw my grades in college, you would think that I shouldn't be up here. But you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be an excellent orator. You just got to believe in what you're talking about. You just got to be rooted in facts. And I'm going to say this and I got to get off the stage. But if you stay consistent and you honestly can back up what you believe and you don't fold to these people when they say you're a racist, when they call you Uncle Tom, when they say you're a sellout and you turn on your own people, you're working for the white man. Don't fold to that. Don't even give them an inch. Don't give them an inch. Tell them to go shut up, get their bags, and go home. And then, at that point, if we keep fighting, we'll be successful. God bless you. Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy holidays to the rest of y'all. I'll see you next time.